Oh, we are back, guys, and we are back with more Joe Timmsiola today, and I cannot believe it because season 4 gets underway today. So if you haven't watched the season 3 finale, make sure you go back and watch that one first. We decided who we'd be riding for this season, and of course, we are staying at Cofidis. And that's important to note because we're still a pro team here at Cofidis. We're not in the World Tour, so our schedule might be somewhat limited. The same can be said for Europcar, who dropped down from World Tour last season. I love to see that. We also had a massive level up in the last episode, 77 mountains, 78 medium mountain. You can see our career attribute progression on this screen right here, and only 6 victories so far in our career. That's an average of 2 per season so far in our career. I want to take that to another level though. I want to win 6 races this season with Cofidis. So then, I have set up our schedule off camera. A lot of one-day races to start our season. We have some in Mallorca, some in France as well. Lots of hilly mountain classics in France, the Muscat Classic as well in Oman. And then we have our early season objective, the Volta Catalunya. And I'm still waiting to find out which races Cofidis will be accepted to before setting up the rest of our calendar. Because for example, I know a lot of you have mentioned we should ride the Giro, the only Grand Tour we haven't raced so far in our career, but I'm not sure we'll get a wild card here at Cofidis. Anyway, with Catalunya now officially on our schedule as we were accepted to the race, let's put a Target A objective there. 31st of January has arrived and our season debut is about to get underway. But first, I do want to talk a little more about my schedule this year. I mentioned in the previous episode, I want to win loads of races this season, kind of sweeping up a load of lower tier races, which maybe we're not going to race in the future. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to race the Tour des Alpes Maritimes in the future, but it's definitely a race I think we can win. And with this being most likely our final year at Cofidis, I think we should take that approach while we can. And that's exactly why we're racing the Trofeo Serra Tramontana here in Mallorca, the likes of Adney Holter, our new teammate here to help us. And when I go to the favourite screen, Lucas Lopez is the second favourite. We're on the favourite screen, but we're all below Tadej Pogacar. Brilliant. Remco Evenepoel, Florian Lipovic, Kian Urchabrooks, come on guys, leave some of these smaller races for us. I guess all we can do is give absolutely everything. Look at this right here, Joe Timmsiola riding right next to Evenepoel, Pogacar and Lucas Lopez here in this peloton. We do though have 14 riders up the road in today's breakaway. I'm not going to help control this because sadly we're on a -1 day. And I'm going to observe Lucas Lopez, he's on a +1 day, so even beating our rival is going to be difficult. And the tempo here on the Col de Soler, absolutely on. Who is setting tempo at the front? It's Europcar, so they must really believe in Lucas Lopez. When in reality, all they're doing is leading out Tadej Pogacar here. We're getting blocked in by Mikel Landa. Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Mikel. Now we're seeing attacks come. I'm not in a position to respond, but Pogacar is involved, so Europcar pacing all day, and Lopez can't even respond to Pogacar. Remco, though, is still in the group. So Remco is going to try and catch Pogacar. Marti and Stora currently on Pogacar's wheel. I'm okay in this group for now. We're going to use the super leader on Gomez Lopez as well. Not sure how much that is going to help him though, because he's suffering and we're suffering too. I think we're about to be dropped here. Timmsiola, come on, keep fighting. It's no use though. 32k to go just before the top of this climb. We crack completely. Damn it. So we're chasing on 2 minutes back. Up the road though, we're having a superb race. Pogacar has been caught by O'Connor, Evenepoel as well. Europcar stuck behind. Who's going to win this? Let's cut to the finish line. Pogacar going for the line. He was caught when he attacked, but he still wins the sprint ahead of Ben O'Connor and Vauquelin in thirds. And today we lose to Europcar and we're going to finish 10th place on the day. Not the best start to our season for Joe Timmsiola. We're the best of the rest today in 10th place, but I can't lie, finishing just 1 place behind Lucas Lopez, our big rival, was not how I planned on starting this season. Our manager's pretty happy though, 15 points in the pockets, with 58 more as we head into February. And a chance for revenge instantly into Pollenza. Pogacar here again, so is Lopez, Vauquelin, no Remco though. Only 7 riders in today's breakaway then, and thankfully we are feeling better. It's a +1 for Timmsiola. Pogacar has a +2 though, so challenging him, I feel, is going to be very tricky. Now, I've been running a lot lately, but I cannot wait to rebuild my cycling fitness over the winter. And to do that, I've started using Ruvi. I'm scheming some big cycling challenges next season, more coming on that very soon, but with Ruvi's workouts, races, and real life routes, I know I'll be ready. And the best part is, if you want to try Rouvy with me, you're in luck. Right now, you can get 5 weeks completely free on Rouvy with my code Timmsoski. I'll leave a link to rouvy.com down below. All you need to do is add my code Timmsoski at checkout. And of course, you'll be supporting the channel as well. Anyway, back to the video. UE on the front, our former teammate actually, Clement Aleno from the Burgos Bianchi days on the front right now, but Europcar again, really trying to dominate the front of these races, maybe to intimidate Pogacar? Pretty sure guys, that's not going to work. Anyway, we're positioned really well right now. Okay, coming off that descent, we are going to try and push on a little bit, couple of attacks going clear, trying to attack the likes of Pogacar. We're feeling so strong today, but I'm not sure an early attack is going to work versus Pogacar, as old man Roglic is dropped. That's sad to see. But now Pogacar's second wheel in this group, he's moved up, which means an attack might be coming. And if he does go, I want to be here to respond this time. Come on, Timmsiola, we're taking it to Pogacar today. Remember, we're not the punchiest rider still. Hills are not our strong suit, but we're going to push it here up to maybe 85, trying to stay at the front in this group. Carr is next to Pogacar, who still hasn't attacked today. And at this point, 15k to go, 25 riders still in this group. I think this is coming down to the final climb. But the problem for us is we're never going to win it on that final climb. We're not punchy enough. How do I try and win this race? Well, the tempo slows and Pogacar actually on the front of this group himself right now. Maybe this is our moment. Here we go. Joe Timmsiola comes to the front and Joe Timmsiola attacking here in Mallorca, and Pogacar, the only rider with us for now. Aye, what a moment for us, attacking with Pogacar. Sadly though, we are caught again. Let's try and recover in this descent before the final climb and use that gel.
Moments later.
Oh my word, and there he goes. There goes Pogacar, going for the win. We tried something different. We knew we couldn't wait for the final climb, and now we're getting cooks. All we can do is go all out to the line and see where we finish. But up the road, you already know who's going to win it. Tadej Pogacar destroying everyone on that final climb. Vorkeland seconds, Europcar beat us again, including Lucas Lopez. Here we come. Timmsiola about to cross the line. Again, this time just outside the top 10. Deary me, we tried something different in that finale. We knew we wouldn't win by waiting for the final climb. We would have had a better result. In the end though, 11th place will do. And actually 33 points from our manager. He's really happy with us so far this season. All we can do is hope that Pogacar doesn't travel to France for Marseillaise, and it seems he has not. Okay, maybe we have a chance today. Racing the likes of Vorkeland, Evenepoel, Axel Laurence for the Ineos Grenadiers, and also a new gen for Bikeaid, a French new gen, 19 years old, and Axel Ponce is the favourite today. But let me tell you something, Axel. You're about to be introduced to Joe Timmsiola. There is Axel Ponce riding for Bikeaid. Interesting jerseys in the peloton, by the way. I'll give you a little update on that after this race, but I'm not sure this parkour is quite difficult enough for us, to be honest. Nonetheless, we're going to try something today. For real, I can't believe our team signed old man Pierre Latour. Unbelievable signing. Anyway, the hardest climb of this race is coming up right here, and we're in a perfect position. Let's go, Timmsiola. Coming right to the fore here. Is anyone else going to attack here? Bikeaid setting a tempo. Surely that's for Ponce. And if I go now over the top of that tempo set by Matthias, the German, let's try. Here goes Timmsiola. Let's try and make this race as difficult as we can. Can we create a separation? We're doing our best. Well, we do still have some riders in our wheel, and we do have an attacker as well. I'm going to follow every attack that goes off the front right now, as Egan Bernal on the front for the Ineos Grenadiers. Let's see, a group of 38 riders currently in this group. This tricky section about to end, but it's that team again. Europcar on the front. We're positioned perfectly in this group right now. I'm going to wait until the top of this climb and maybe try there. There we go, Godon on the attack, Godon on the attack, Timmsiola trying to follow, Dorian Godon, the Frenchman, we need to get to that wheel, Ineos in our wheel too, maybe let's follow Axel Laurence, and Godon has gone clear. Dorian Godon, a quick rider, 16 seconds currently on this group. Axel Laurence has teammates here, and I think they're going to control now. So I'm in Axel's wheel, Godon is going to be caught. I think our best chance is following Laurence to the line and seeing how good we can finish. But I've come to the front, I'm trying to follow Vorkeland here, I'm on the front of this group. We're not going to do that. Let's sprint early. Timmsiola going for a big move into the final kilometre. We're leading it out. Vorkeland coming through as well. Can we finish well here? Godon, after attacking, is going to win. What a ride by him. And actually, can we get a top 5 here? Joe Timmsiola is going to get 4th place on the day. And you know what? We'll take that for sure. 3 quick French boys on the podium and Joe Timmsiola the best of the rest. To be honest, I'm really happy with that race. So So is our manager, 22 points. We're still looking for our first victory on the season though. And just maybe we can achieve that at the Muscat Classic in Oman. First though, let's take a look at some of the team sponsor changes. Because in the World Tour, I've noticed Q36 are now a secondary sponsor with Phonak, the primary sponsor. Nice new jersey as well. And going further down, Team Le Col have made it into the sports with an almost plain black jersey. Very interesting. Let me know what you think of that in the comments, guys. And they have taken over at Groupama FDJ. So that Kung, Ganna and Gregoire Trident are now racing for Team Le Col. Sadly, the Tietema Rockets are gone. They're replaced by Masons de Monde, Car 4 team. Okay, Danny Van Poppel is their leader. And also, Caja Rural have been replaced now by this absolutely absurd jersey. Mommsen Memil Saunier Duval. That's a bit of a mouthful. I think I'm just going to call them Mommsen. With also Delhaize, Wallonie, Brussels. They take over at long-term sponsor Lotto. Anyway, can we pick up our first win of the season here in Oman? A hilly classic. Again, probably not quite difficult enough for us. On a good day though, you never know. And I do remember last season that Finn Fisher-Black was absolutely unstoppable here at this race. Let's see if he can repeat that form. And how good it is to be riding with our old friend, our old comrade for the first time this season. Of course, Super Joshy Burnett. As the final circuit begins, 33k to go. As now we have attacks. Adney Holter, stop shouting at me, my man. I'm going to try and follow this with Timmsiola. Hopefully, we can go clear here. And you know what? We have gone clear. There's 9 riders at the front. Timmsiola in this group. 55 seconds clear of the peloton. And I'm happy to work here. Lots of riders though, Bernal, Brenner, all of them, they're not working. And because of that, Primoz Roglic brings us in. I don't believe it. And this race becoming very selective. Only 22 riders left in the peloton. 3 riders just a few seconds up the road. They're about to be caught. Maybe we're on for a decent result here. And Roglic on the front working for Finn Fisher-Black. He knows he's the best rider in this race. I'm going to try and follow him. We're completely cooked though. So we're going to try and stay here. Come on, Timmsiola. Follow Finn Fisher-Black. Brenner on the front. Fisher-Black so strong on this climb. We're about to go pop though. Gomez Lopez, it's up to you, my man. Gomez Lopez looking great. Come on, buddy. You can attack here and try and win this race, and there he goes. Come on, Gomez Lopez, trying to win here in Oman. Giving absolutely everything over the top, attacking into the final 2k. You can do it, buddy. Into the final kilometre. He doesn't have the sprint to take this one, sadly, and it is going to be Gualdi actually beating Finn Fisher-Black at Finn Fisher-Black's race. Strong ride from us again. We get 8th place on a -1 day. For a moment, I did believe that Gomez Lopez would be strong enough to win this race. Sadly not, but Finn Fisher-Black, he's beaten. Gualdi, of course, the man to do it. Anyway, we're looking strong. Despite some -1 days, we're still competing in these races. And that means 27 more points from our manager. He's really starting to like Joe Timmsiola, apparently. Anyway, that's our first mini block of racing done for the season. Now we're heading to France, and I reckon we can win some races here. Because let's be real, the Classic VAR really suits us. A medium mountain day, our fitness increasing. We can do this, I reckon. And thankfully, no Tadej Pogacar on the start line. Instead, we're racing Van Etvelt, Vauquelin, and the super talented Pro Cyclist. And in real life, this guy is already showing why he's one of the most talented riders in the world. And there he is, Pro Cyclist. He's on a 0 race day. We're on a -1 though, so winning will be tricky. I still believe though. Well, we do have a descent coming quickly before the final climb. Maybe that means we can attack into that descent and try something there. Here we go, Guerrero. Lead me out right now as we head towards that descent. Come on, he can now go up to 99. I'm in his wheel. Here we go. Maybe trying to attack Timmsiola right now. Guerrero sitting up. Can we create some separation? The answer is, oh yes we can. Only 14 seconds, but 14 riders in this group. Timmsiola recovering in this descent. This could be our key to victory. We are caught into the final 5k. We're feeling good though, so let's keep the pressure on these guys into the final 5k. And this is where it's going to get steep. I don't want to use all my red energy right now. There's Morgado in that Portuguese jersey. Vauquelin there. Biziou as well. Sexas further back for now though. So 3k to go. Clear is Van Etvelt, then Biziou as well. We're pacing ourselves on this climb. Well, there is Sexas coming up next to us right now. His teammate is clear. The win has gone. We're fighting for a podium here. Up the road, Van Etvelt is going to win, then Biziou. We're following Sexas into this finale. We have nothing left to come past him though. No red energy. We're going to get a top 10, I believe, and nothing more. Can we beat Adrian Mayer? I'm not sure we can even do that. But again, our punch letting us down in a race finale. We're picking up top 10s left, right and centre, but always at the bottom half of the top 10 it seems, so we need to change that soon. But our manager again happy with that result, taking us now to level 17. Only a skill point though, and that's a shame. Nonetheless, I'm pretty certain I do want to leave Cofidis at the end of this season, so I'm going to use it on network. Our first stage race of the season, and that being the Tour des Alpes Maritimes. Only a 2-day stage race, but it's still a stage race, right? Our team, of course, built around Joe Timmsiola, and looking at our rivals for this race, it's Europcar again with Kevin Vauquelin and our old rival Adrian Mayer from last season. But looking at this start list, I believe we can definitely at least podium the GC of this race. But I would absolutely love it if we could claim the victory. Away we go then here in France, wonderful setting as we cross this massive bridge. Anyway, 6 riders in today's breakaway, and back in the peloton, our team are trying to control on the fronts. I'm not too bothered about that though, I'll let them do their thing, but this isn't our day. I just want to try and follow today and make our move on the second stage. And if you're enjoying today's video, drop a like down below guys, hit subscribe while you're down there as well. We're almost there, we're almost at 10k. And what a stunning setting for this stage here in France. Can't believe it. Anyway, I have now put my guys to the front just to try and make this a little more difficult. But I'm not focusing on the racing. Look how beautiful this route is. So we have arrived and we have turned up here at the Tour des Alpes Maritimes, 50 seconds to the second group now. This is the front of the race, only 32 riders. A lot of our guys are now cooked. I'm hoping a lot of the peloton are cooked as well. Europcar trying to boss the front. We're going to try and take over though. My word, it feels so good to be one of the strongest riders and even one of the strongest teams in a race. It hasn't happened too often so far in our career. Okay, now we have attacks. Now we need to try and control behind, and we are now entering the finale. 20k to go, a very steep pitch to start, then it flattens off a little before a steep run to the line. There's Antonio Morgado, Vauquelin a little further back, but the 3 favourites I reckon, Timmsiola, Morgado and Vauquelin, we're all here. And as long as Europcar have so many riders here, I simply can't attack. 7k to go, this group is stretched out for sure, only 29 riders here. Valentin Ferron, happy to give himself up now. Come on, let's go for the win. Using that gel, here we go. Ferron, try to protect Joe Timmsiola. Let's go to 87, in a great place here. Where is Vauquelin? I might try and take his wheel. Morgado in a better position for now. You know what, 2k to go. I'm going to maybe follow Antonio Morgado. Let's take that wheel right now if we can. We can't take it, and there goes Vauquelin. What a move. Morgado can't respond, and neither can Timmsiola. Into the final kilometre, in the slipstream, we're going to try and come back to Kevin Vauquelin in the finale. It's going to be a strong finish, but our punch letting us down, and Kevin Vauquelin and Europcar do beat us again, and we're not even going to take any bonus seconds today. I think it's going to be 5th place, is it? 5th place for Joe Timmsiola. Well, there it is, a top 5 place to start our race in Alpes Maritimes. Would have loved the podium. We don't have the hill stats of Morgado or Vauquelin though. And crucially, we're still here in the GC battle. And here is the finale of the race heading into Col d'Ez. Is Vauquelin beatable? We need to try and attack him today. However, with 4 teammates on the favourite screen, we know Europcar are going to be very difficult to beat. 10 riders up the road forming today's breakaway, no one dangerous in the GC though, and it's actually Decathlon helping Europcar on the front. Guys, Europcar are so good, you need to make them do the work. These guys are basically the UAE Team Emirates of France. A little further into the stage then, still those 2 teams controlling on the front. I'm waiting though for the Côte de Pays, the hardest climb of this entire race. That's where we need to make our move. But here we go, my guys, coming to the fore as the Côte de Pays begins, a really difficult climb. This is where we need to try and win this race. So 27 riders left at the front of this final stage. I have Holter and Verschuren who are going to absolutely smash this downhill. This is where we're good. So come on Verschuren, come on Holter, make it difficult in this descent. You can do it, boys. Really great work by Holter and Verschuren, not letting anyone recover in that downhill. Holter used the super leader. Verschuren is done. It's go time on the final climb. And this climb a little longer than yesterday. This is where I think we can maybe put Vauquelin and Morgado in trouble. Let's go. We're stringing things out already. Holter is almost done. Ferron trying to follow us as well. Little flat section. Maybe we attack right now. Do I have it in me? Morgado is here. Where is Vauquelin? Vauquelin behind right now. And here we go. Timmsiola Timmsiola kicking off the front. We're going for victory right now, up to 95. We've gone clear. Attack the Joe Timmsiola. We have to go all out for the line. That's all we can do. Are we going to win the stage? Are we going to win this race? I think we're going to do it here, guys. Joe Timmsiola, an epic day, is going to win the final day of the Tour des Alpes team. Our first victory of the season. But counting the clock back, do we win the race overall? Where is Vauquelin? There he is. I don't know. Ay, what a finish to that race. So here it is, a 12-second lead for Timmsiola, and I feel like we're going to miss out on the GC by the closest of margins. So let's take a look. Timmsiola celebrates, but it's 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds behind Kevin Vauquelin and Europcar. I don't believe it. Oh my word. As if this rivalry couldn't get even more fierce. We attacked on the final climb. What a ride by our teammates, by the way, setting up Joe Timmsiola. But 12 seconds, winning solo. It's a victory. We should be happy with that. But in the GC, we miss out by 2 seconds to Kevin Vauquelin and Europcar. I can't believe it. But 74 points from our manager will certainly take that. But what are we going to do with Europcar, Kevin Vauquelin and Lucas Lopez? Vauquelin now up there surely as big a rival as Lucas Lopez in this series. Anyway, we can be happy to at least secure the team's first victory on the season. With 58 more points, we're now really flying up the levels here. Level 18 incoming. And before heading to our next race, we do get the news that Cofidis have confirmed their calendar all the way to the end of May. And sadly, that means we won't be able to race the Giro d'Italia this year. We need to wait another season to make our Giro debut. Anyway, I've been targeting these two races in France, the Fourn Ardèche Classic and the Fourn Drôme Classic. I reckon we can win one of these races, even though now the pressure is off a little bit after we just won a race. Oh my word, I do not believe it. Can you believe it? Tadej Pogacar and Remco Evenepoel arrive here in France. Guys, please, I've had enough of you already this season. And with that in mind, I think winning today is going to be so difficult. We have been asked if we want to use a willpower bonus, but is it really worth it? You know what? You only live once. Let's try. Use that willpower bonus. Let's take it to Tadej Pogacar. And our gaffer wants us to finish in the top 30 with a lovely +3 day. I reckon we can certainly do that. Anyway, to make the most of this +3 day, we do need this to be a difficult race. So already I've put my guys to the front. 133k to go. 1 lap later, same story. Cofidis on the front of the peloton. Some way later then, Pogacar and his team have of course taken over control on the front. Alenio, Landa and Soler are up there. Mikel Landa now with 75 mountain. That is really sad to see. Ooh, but UE out of firepower and Pogacar now attacking up the road with some other riders. Okay, we definitely need to respond to that. But maybe Pogacar going before the climb might actually help us in some ways because we've caught him now. Maybe he's used some energy. But we do have 2 riders up the road, Gruel and Ruben Thompson, not the race favourites. We're going to set a tempo on the front here though. Could we make a move? Lucas Lopez, of course, trying to follow Timmsiola. Oh, and here we go, Pogacar on the move. I'm just going to take that wheel. You know what? I am going to follow Tadej Pogacar right now. Could we even counter here? Lucas Lopez again trying to deny us that. There he goes. There goes Pogacar, and Timmsiola is going to fly close to the sun and try to respond to Pogacar. He has dropped us. We are with Van Etvelt though. Ay, shouldn't have followed Tadej Pogacar. We are in the chasing group of 22 riders. Riders really struggling here. We're leading the charge, and Pogacar though 28 seconds clear now, and Remco's teammate Parapantra is up the road, so I don't really want him going clear. The podium could be going. We need to rely on other teams now. Anyway, here we go. It's Soudal Quickstep, Remco's team trying to catch Pogacar. Only 12 seconds now. Oh my word, Remco Evenepoel has brought back Tadej Pogacar in this group. That is unbelievable by Remco. Pogacar is caught. Now we use our gel. We give everything on this final hill. We're never going to follow these guys though. I can't see it happening. Van Etvelt trying to go clear. We can't follow. We're trying to follow. Let's go 99 to the top and see where we end up. No tactics here. It's raw power on show in France. So it's Remco and Pogacar. They're going to decide the race victory. I want to try and follow these guys so we can fight for 3rd place and a potential podium. Here we go, following Skelmos. Now we sprint. Come on, Timmsiola. Up the road, Pogacar does outsprint Remco Evenepoel. Can we get a podium? Come on, Timmsiola. Use that sprint, my man. A really good effort. and we get 5th place. Not a bad result at all. But again, our punch just letting us down in the finale. And that's becoming a very common theme for Timmsiola at this point, sadly. Our finishing skills, our sprints, our hill, we need to improve that next, I think. We couldn't follow Evenepoel, we couldn't follow Pogacar, that's a given, but at least we beat Lucas Lopez and Kevin Vauquelin for Europcar. When you race Pogacar and Remco, you need to take the little wins. But 51 points just for that single race from our manager. We're really in his good books right now. And in case you're wondering how Pogacar's season has gone so far, he's raced 11 times and he's won 11 races. That is absolutely unbelievable. This guy is unbeatable. 189 victories now in his career in 2028. That is absolutely crazy. 6 Grand Tour wins, 12 Monument victories. If you weren't sure already, Tadej Pogacar is the GOAT. But Pogacar not lining up for the second French Classic, the Drome Classic. Alban Sparfell is the favourite, but Remco here again. Skelmos still a really strong start list. And you know what? I really enjoyed having a +3 day yesterday, so let's just do it again. Use our second willpower bonus on the season already. You can't be serious. Loading into the race, I expected a +3 day. It's a +1 on Joe Timmsiola. What happened? We'll have to take that anyway. This parkour doesn't look too difficult on paper, but I've raced it a few times in PCM and the short hills can really add up, so I'm really hopeful today. Anyway, we are now reaching the difficult zone of the race with the major climbs. It's go time. And let me tell you something, Joe Timmsiola is absolutely ready today. Anyway, here we go. The longest climb of the day is now approaching. No tempo in this group. That surely means attacks are coming. I'm ready. Enrique Mas on the attack and we are following. We do have a little gap right now too. That is caught though, and Pavel Sivkov now setting a tempo. Let's settle back into the group. There's Remco Evenepoel lurking to the front, 50 riders in the peloton. We're feeling okay as riders dropping all the time. And Remco is here with teammates, so we're happy to sit in this group for now. By the way, all our teammates are dropped. My manager had me down as a teammate today. What a joke. Apparently he still hasn't learned. Joe Timmsiola is pretty good at cycling. Anyway, only 27 riders left in this race. If Remco goes now, I really want to try and follow because that could be the decisive move.
12 seconds later.
There he goes. There goes Remco Evenepoel. I'm straight up to 99, getting blocks in by Ina Rubio. Buddy, get out of the way, please. And Remco has gone. I don't believe it. Ina Rubio ruining our race. And there goes Remco. There's surely no catching him now. Damn it. But hold your horses, Remco is officially caught. 19 riders here, 16k to go. But how do I play this? Decathlon have multiple riders, so do Quickstep and Ineos as well. Teammates galore with Europcar here too. Well, this could be our chance. Remco now on the front of this group. Little hill incoming, gonna come in hot, 99. Big move right now, Joe Timmsiola over the top of this climb. Let's zoom in. Can we create a split here? 10 riders now at the fronts. It's all coming back together. 13 riders back at the fronts. I'm in Skelmos' wheel. Remco happy to ride on the front with only 6k to go. We have regenerated some red bar here and I think I need to go all in on this final hill coming up again. I'm going to come to the fore. There is Remco Evenepoel taking his wheel into the finale. He's not going to follow me, is he? Up to 85. Let's make sure we're here into the finale. It's too late. Let's try and attack into this descent. Maybe this is our key to victory. Going early. Oh my word, Remco can't follow. Remco can't follow in that descent. Can we hold on? It's a quick finish and Joe Timmsiola here in France, not even using our gel, is going to win the Drome Classic. Come on, we beat Remco Evenepoel. I am buzzing with that victory. Come on. We get it done, our second victory of today's episode. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Timmsiola, 58 sprints, 73 hill, it doesn't matter. We attack in the downhill and one man, Remco Evenepoel, he couldn't follow us. Come on, I am buzzing with that win. Making the willpower bonus absolutely worth it. We also get 33 points from our manager. Level 18 incoming. And you know what, guys? I think that's a good place to leave today's episode, but what a start to the season we have had. 2 victories, 1 in Tour des Alpes Maritimes, and 1 at the Drome Classic as well. Top 10 in every single race so far as well, bar Polenta, where we were 11th place. And I have to say, I've really taken a different approach to the schedule this year. No World Tour races so far. We've skipped Paris-Nice, Tirreno, the UAE Tour as well, and I've really been trying to focus on races I think we can compete in. And that does mean just condensing down our schedule a little bit as well, but in the next one, we are heading to the cobbles and GP Danan, and then our home race, the Volta Catalunya. Big shout out to the channel members, as always, guys. If you want to join and support the channel, I would really appreciate it. You can hit that join button down below. Anyway, guys, if you're excited to see season 4 underway for Joe Timmsiola, hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.